Jeetan. In prior couple of videos about this workshop, we have gone through data cloud exercises, covered until exercise 6, and then we did prompt builder exercises as well. And now we are going to get into the agents exercises, and let's just open our developer edition org. Close this. We launch our developer edition org. Close this as well. And it says that okay, let's just go through what we are trying to achieve here. So we dive into agentforce. We will explore pre-built capabilities with standard actions, and then we are going to create some custom actions as well, which is going to custom actions are going to call flow, apex, and prompts. And then we are going to test our agent a bit with the with the use cases that we are going to go in this exercises. So first thing first, we'll go into the setup. We'll see the agent force. We have enabled that. We have turned on agent force. We have agent force enabled agent force default agent as well. And we have this. We are going to open this in builder. And if we see here exercise 1, we have done these steps. Now default agent comes with some default topic which we have removed, and what this guides us is then that we have to create a topic. We have to create a customer service assistant topic, and we are going to add some standard actions to it in this first exercise. So we will follow this. We follow this step. We have created a topic, and then we have added these standard actions. So let's just take a look at that. So if I open up this customer service assistant topic, the standard actions that draft or revise email, which is we have this. Then we have get records details. That is again a standard action, get records details. And then identify object by name, identify record by name, identify object by name, identify record by name. Query records with aggregate, summarize record, query records with aggregate, summarize record. And then we have this update record as well, which we have added to this agent. And then there are other actions that you see here which I have added for other exercises, but for this exercise 1 we have all these standard actions added to our topic, and then we have activated the agent. And now when we can test we can give some prompts and see how the agent is responding in the agent builder. Show me any high priority cases open. So now agent is creating a plan, and then based on the plan it's going to pick up the topic and the action that's going to, and then just going to respond to this prompt that we have given. Show me any high priority cases open. It went ahead, selected this topic, customer service assistant, and then it selected the query records standard action, and then queried the cases object, and the priority is high for this case, and then that's what it has given us this response. And we can also test this with the agent force the default agent here, and let's just type the same prompt here. And then the agent behind the scenes is working on it, came up with that same. That's pretty good. And now if we can, let's try this all sorts of prompt here in the agent builder. Can you summarize the first case for me? Agent is working on it. It's going to revise this screen here with the new plan. And again, it this time it selected the summarize record action. Now again, can you give me an overview of the contact? So let's try that. The first case, it belongs to Sophia Rodriguez, and then if I ask for an overview of the contact, it knows that we are talking about the Sophia Rodriguez, and it comes back with this information. So the agent remembers the context as well, which is pretty neat. And then you can just give it a generic query as well. How many contacts do we have in the state of Minnesota? So let's try that. And so it's again working on it, and it comes back with 3 contacts in the state of Minnesota. So that's cool. It again went and it query records with aggregate. This time it chooses this action to give us a response. Now with all this, so our standard actions are working, and then we have tested exercise 1. Now let's go into the exercise 2, where we are saying that extend agents with flow actions. And in this case, we are going to create a credit record for one of the. We are going to issue a credit of $100 for one of the contacts, and it should create a credit record. For that, we have created this. There is a flow, and if we just open another setup here, and we go into flows, and in flows we have issue, like we have issue resort credit. So if you look at this flow, what we are saying is create a credit record for the contact IDs are input, and the amount is also an input, and we are going to create a credit record, and we are going to show that in the conversation. So that's our flow for this exercise. And then we have created a custom action, create a credit record. So this is describing on the flow. Then we activated that flow which I just showed you, and then we create a agent custom action, issue resort credit on the issue resort credit flow. So that's our agent builder, and I have created that custom action. So if I see here we are in the agent builder, and we see we have to find that issue credit. Issue resort credit. That's our action based on the flow that. So I've gone ahead and created this topic action and included that in the topic. Now we can just again we open in builder our agent, and then we should see that okay, this add the action to the agent, which we have done that. And now when we are going to issue a $100 resort credit to contact Sophia Rodriguez, it should create a credit record. But let's see what it has. what does Sophia Rodriguez has. So if I go into the context of Sophia Rodriguez, I have already tested this before, so I have created $100 credit for her. But let's just try to issue another $100 credit. So let's go over agent here, and let me try that from the agent force agent from the in the cloud Coral Clouds resort app, and I say that okay, issue $100 credit to contact name Sofia Rodriguez, and it should create another record here. So let's just say first it's going to again pick up the topic, and from the topic it should pick up the uh, our issue credit action, and it says that $100 resort credit has successfully issued. So if I refresh here the Sofia Rodriguez record, and see now I have $200 credit, the one that is issued today, 5/19/2025. That's cool. And if I try to run this uh, from the agent builder here, then it's going to create another $100 credit, and it's going to show that okay, it has picked up this customer service assistant topic, and within that it has picked up that action, the issue resort credit action. So let's just, and it's going to add in the credit. So let's just try to test it from here as well. Yeah, see, so now it has identify record by name, and then it has first it queried on the contact, get the contact record, and then it issued a resort credit. It called on the issue resort credit action, custom action, which called the flow behind the scenes to issue the credit, and then we should see another credit record added here. So now we have few of them. So let's just delete two. And now we have one store credit, one credit record. So that's cool. So we have tested this. Now this second part, if we have to issue bulk credit to some of the contacts, then we can do that as well. For that we created another custom action, and this time the flow is different as well. It instead of we are going to leverage on there is a flow issue bulk resort credit. So this flow uses a for loop, and so we provided the list of contacts here, the contact records, which is list, it's a list as input, and we give the amount as input. The flow loops over, assigns the credit record, the contact ID and the amount to the credit record variable, and then it adds that the each contact to the collection, and then it increments the record count, and then after coming out of the loop, after all the contacts are credit record after all the credit records added to the collection for all the contacts, is going to create a record into the credit record custom object by calling credit records action in the flow. And then we created a custom action. Let's look at our agent builder topic here, and if we see, we have added another custom action here, which is issue bulk resort credit, which is calling on to the bulk resort credit flow. And now when we test this, now the way we are going to test this is we are going to first find, we are going to run the, let's just say we want to issue the bulk credit to all the contacts in Chicago. So first we see if we are able to find, and sometimes it find all contacts in Chicago. So let's just see if it returns the contacts first, because we need a, once we issue the, yeah, so it returned two contacts here, Frida Champagne. So let's just see. And I think I tested a little bit earlier as well on this. So if I find this contact here, I see, okay, there is already a credit issued. So once we issue our bulk action, we should see another credit here. And what about the other, let's see the other contact which came here in the agent builder, the owner Kingsford. Let's look at as well that, let's see, yeah, I tested this. So there's a credit record here as well. So once we run this prompt, the issuer $200 re- resort credit to contacts in Chicago, so we should see another credit issued in both the contacts. So let's just try that, and it should now call on the bulk custom action. Yeah, so issue resort credit. Oh, it actually called the, not the bulk action but the resort credit twice. So it's, but let's see. Yeah, so it issued a credit, but it did not call the bulk action, which is okay. But let's say if I try to test it in another way, that okay, so let's look at the contacts, and let's look at the, there's a related list, right? So all these contacts are there which have birthdays this month, right? So if I see that find all contacts that have birthdays this month, so now let's see, it should find these yeah, so it's finding these contacts. So now I issue a $20 credit, resort credit to contacts that have birthdays this month, and then we're going to see a couple of contacts if the credit is issued, and we're going to see which action is called. So if I test this, let's see. Yeah, so this time, oh, again it's again it's calling one by one. But I did tested this earlier and was able to call the bulk action. So, but so if we see, if I yeah, so it did issue the credit, but I guess somewhere we got to figure out that more, like, can you, if I change the instruction somehow, probably that if you issue a $20 credit to contacts, yeah, I mean, we got to test this a little more. And I did see previously that it picked up on the bulk action as well, but now it's kind of doing one at a time. But anyways, let's just move on. And one way we can test this is we can remove the we can have only the bulk action, and then it will call on that the bulk resort credit. We can also call the apex through a custom action. So in this case, we have created a check whether apex class, and then we have created a custom action. So I have this. Let me just close this. If I go here, see in the like the weather custom action, where is that? The check weather. Yeah, it's calling the apex class. So if I click on this, is agent action, reference action, the apex, and we have a apex class. So if I go here, the check whether, yeah, so we have this the check whether apex class, that's what the custom action is calling. And now if we test with that prompt here, the check the weather for tomorrow, and if I, let me just do that, one sec, open in builder. Yeah, so it's returning that response, and we can test that here as well. Check the weather for tomorrow, and it's calling on the apex class. Yeah, that's cool. And then we have an agent with prompt template actions. Yeah, earlier we in this we in this prompt builder we created a flex template for the personalized schedule, which is calling on the flow as well. And then we can create a custom action to call this prompt template, and then add that to the agent topic, and then we can run this prompt which says that okay, generate a personalized schedule for contact name Sophia Rodriguez, and it should give us that. So I have configured that, like we have this custom action generate personalized schedule, which is calling on the prompt template. And when we do that, let's just say we run this prompt generate a personalized schedule for contact name Sophia Rodriguez. We have to open that in the builder. Let's see, and now it should call on the prompt custom action, which is going to call on the flow for the personalized schedule. Yeah, see, this is how we what we saw in the prompt builder exercises as well, and now we are able to call that through as a we are through our agent force prompt. So that's done as well. And now we can call on MuleSoft APIs as well. Before that we need MuleSoft subscription, but some of the things I think I was we were enabled as part of workshop participants, and if we look at some things are already configured, but we definitely don't have that MuleSoft subscription for the time being. But if I go into named credentials, so that's how you're going to set up this Coral this the Cloud Hub endpoint in the named credential as a for while setting up the credentials. And once you have done that, then you can use the external services feature, which is again external services feature to get the API ava- available uh, as in the so that the API becomes available as in the flows and in the actions. And then once you do that, we are going to then we create a flow, and in that flow we are going to call on that external service, in which we are going to pass on the reward ID, and we are going to get the rewards point back. And what's happening is that the external service is calling a MuleSoft API. And once you have that flow, and then you can activate the flow and then add as a custom action. So our custom action is get customer rewards point, which I have earlier tested, but now the configuration would be there. So let's just get customer rewards point, which is calling on the flow. And once if we hit this prompt here, get me the rewards point with the reward ID. So let's just see, because we don't have uh, the so it did try to call on the MuleSoft, but the authentication is not valid anymore. So but see, that's how you can go through this exercise. You can call on MuleSoft APIs, and so does you can call on Heroku APIs as well, probably through a similar process, or there's another feature that may be added there as well. But that's uh, th- that's how we can create agents, flows, actions, and we can enable AI workflows in the flow of work in Salesforce. That's pretty cool. Again, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll continue on this workshop with other videos as well.